Thank you, Elena. That was very interesting. I'm writing down some questions for you. So now I want to introduce Sean Melancon. I think that's how he pronounces it. It's one of my favorite former Atlanta Braves pitchers, I think, of that last name. But for the final speaker, we'll have Sean. He's president of Cam Creek and ShipSafe Home. Sean is an entrepreneur, inventor, and artist that is currently president and founder of Cam Creek. We founded it in June of 2019, and it's a material supply company that works in collaboration with industry professionals to source and design innovative products through solid business strategy, relationship building, creativity, and critical analysis. He's also in the process of developing 2 new startup ventures, ShipSafe Home. ShipSafe Home is a patent-pending underground delivery container for packages of mail that magnetically locks and opens via an electronic device. It has the adaptability for future drone and robot delivery, and may also have a larger container option for military and catastrophe zones. He's currently ranked number 2 globally by Thinkers 360 as a thought leader for smart cities, number 27 on sustainability, and number 38 in supply chain. Innovation and modularity functions for product design and a cross-pollination business approach is the major component of his success. He currently holds 3 patent-pending designs with numerous slated for development throughout the 2021 to 22 calendar years. So, Sean, I'd like to bring you on and hear from you.
Good afternoon. My name is Sean Melancon with Cam Creek and ShipSafe Home. I'm excited to be here, and I'm honored, and it's a pleasure to be around all the talented, bright minds in the audience and the speakers before and after me. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can and make this as short as possible, but today I would like to discuss modularity and the role it plays in creating sustainable designs and packaging to help increase efficiency in the supply chain. I'd like to begin by stating a few ways that products can be sustainable in reference to what I'm going to discuss. Number 1, use reclaimed post-industrial grades of plastic, as far as like recycled materials, essentially is what that is. We try to use 100% recycled materials in everything that we make ourselves or we manufacture as far as products go. But we know that it always can't be done that way. But we do have a couple products that they are only post-industrial grade plastics. Another thing would be to source materials more locally to decrease transportation costs, emission costs, and other related costs. Reduce the amount of material needed through part design. Essentially, that's what we'll discuss a little bit in modularity, but those are some of the things. Select minimalistic packaging made from material that can be or has already been recycled or reclaimed. So, that being said, I'd like to start by defining modularity. There are many ways to define it, but in general terms, it's the degree to which a system's components may be separated or recombined, often with the benefit of flexibility and variety in use. I recently also wrote an article on the supply chain and how market cross-pollination, and essentially what that is learning and studying not only in your industry but other industries and finding voids and gaps in those can be very beneficial and has led to some of the ideas that we have, and as far as leading to modularity and other things. Because one aspect of it is that you can use the same material in one industry as you can in another. And you can reciprocate that process, which ultimately helps the manufacturing process and helps the shipping process as well. I'm going to go ahead and give one real-world example. Motzblock is a product that we sell currently, and it was ahead of its time. It was invented by Stan Motz in 1992 and is a soil retainer that's used to prevent the migration of expansive clay soil underneath suspended concrete slab foundations. It's often specified by engineers and architects in place of typical 2-inch thick 12 by 36 inch up to 2 foot long concrete blocks that are often reinforced with wire mesh, but it's also made with 100% recycled high molecular weight polyethylene. That product's often used in electronics, but what they wanted to do is take that product, this high molecular weight polyethylene, and use it because of those flexibility options for that expansive soil that came in, because you're not dealing with impact, you're dealing with a gradual expanse of that soil, which is great to have a flexibility concept in that retainer. Not only that, it can be thermoformed, which is very unique. So you can essentially take that polyethylene sheet and you can thermoform it with whatever design you want. In this case, they did a rib pattern with flanges that provided rigidity. The flanges provided self-sealing properties, and also the rib design not only gave it rigidity, but it allowed it to nest inside of each other, which reduced the volume of space in shipping and storage. And you can see in the picture on the right how 88 feet of Motzblock is comparable. You got two guys holding 88 feet of Motzblock that's under 100 pounds. For that same amount of area or lineal feet to be covered in concrete block, it would weigh 3,000 pounds. So that just gives you kind of a quick snapshot of the benefit of that product. And it was invented 30 years ago. The great thing about that, another great thing about that product is that it minimizes waste. It's produced in a warehouse and has been for over 20 years. And the neat thing about that is that they can also, when they thermoform it, they can pump out 900 of those blocks a day. So when those engineers and architects spec that product, they know that they're going to get a consistent product, and they know exactly what the design is. There's little waste. There's all kinds of great benefits to it. And anyway, that's one good example. Similarly, cam retainer is another option that the engineers specified to do the same retaining of expansive soil underneath foundations. And it's actually a high-density polypropylene recycled sheet. The difference between this product, it doesn't have as high of and as good of, I wouldn't say good, it doesn't perform as high as Motzblock, let's just put it that way. However, it's very close, and it still outperforms the concrete blocks. The unique thing about this is that it has a certain structure on the inside that allows this product to be cut in any direction. So what it does is opens it up for a myriad of different designs that I'll discuss a little bit further here in just a second. So that product is used as an alternative to Motzblock, and also it's typically used in a different type of forming process. We actually, and due to the fact that it has a circular interior structure, we're actually able to, we've got a patent pending on a design to be able to use this. It'll ultimately replace wood form, or most of the wood forming in concrete beams where there's a need for a void space and or soil retainers. There's a lot of benefits to this, eliminating all the wood that would be wasted and all the time and labor, and there's a lot of different things that are a great benefit. This product is typically used as a is for billboards. It's great to be printed on. It's also used in the food industry, packaging industry, all different kinds of industries, but now it's expanding and being more widely used in the construction business, and we're one of the first ones to use it in the construction business here in Texas. So next, I'd like to discuss how these two products led to a further innovation in an industry that we didn't have much experience in, but we saw a need for. Both of these products are major components in a patent pending concept, ShipSafe Home. This is an underground container system that will secure your deliveries until you arrive at home. The box will open via electronic device and close magnetically, similar to some other things that you may have seen, the lockers and other things. However, this is underground, which is the unique aspect of this. And due to our history and some of the things that we've done in the concrete business, it led us to think about this. It is placed out. Essentially, we'd like to get rid of the mailbox one day. When the lid opens up, that's where the ingoing and outgoing mail will be at about your waist height. All the packages and everything will be stored in ground and not that far down. It'll have a self-leveling shelf. And again, it'll be secure. It'll keep everything away from the front of your home. And we do have options for different things that I know come up, and we'll provide an FAQ page. The main thing is that we're able to thermoform the lid to make it more lightweight, to ship, to nest inside of each other, to ship a higher volume, and also to integrate a solar panel and lighting and all kinds of other unique aspects of this. The solar panel will allow for video capture, to operate the lid. The interior box lighting, we want to look at street lighting, refrigerated options, and then not only that, but we want to be able to send the surplus energy back to future advanced microgrids that are coming soon. And I've seen some articles even recently about what they're going to be doing, and it's needed. It'll also have the adaptability for future drone and robot deliveries, as well as a larger container option to assist in receiving critical shipments for medical necessities, catastrophe zones, armed force outposts, all kinds of different ideas that we think that it'll work with. Another key component going back to this is that a lot of this is part of that modular design and cross-pollinating with other industries to get ideas and to help collaborate and come up with solutions. It ships flat with the packaging of the system consisting of the wall components that are easily going to be made whenever this product goes out. It is sustainable and modular design with a large portion containing recycled materials. We believe it's the future of receiving deliveries. So in conclusion, I hope by showing you some of these examples of product versatility and modular design aspects and how to cross-pollinate in other industries to learn and study and get ideas from, that it can assist you even in a small way when you're trying to innovate and incorporate new designs, and it can lead to assisting in the reduction of shipping volumes, material usage, packaging cost. It can reduce labor. It can also just come out with cool, unique, revolutionary products. So please feel free to reach out to us with questions, suggestions, or if you'd like more information on what we discussed today. We'd like to collaborate with everybody in the community in an effort to help build a more sustainable world, and not only for now, but in the future to come. And I'd like to thank you for your time, and have a good day. Thanks.